fellow humanoids, it is I, the Sab Man, and welcome to the Sab Vlogs, my own personal ranting thing here on the World Wide Web, YouTube. It's real fun, yeah. On today's program, I will be discussing Knights of the Old Republic. Knights of the Old Republic is a great game brought to us by LucasArts and BioWare. It was truly a sight to behold. Really great game, a game of the year and everything. Really cool. Now, in those days when that came out, I really didn't have time to sit down and do an RPG. You know, I was in college and, you know, working jobs and all that crap, and really didn't have too much time. So it kind of went right by me, and it was a little disappointing, but, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do in life. But I remember one night I was in the Best Buy, and I was just looking through the CDs. Yes, I still buy CDs. I really don't like to download music. I like to have the CD in my hand and be able to put it in the player, and you know, that's just the way I am. Anyway, they had a huge bin of games for $20, and they had in there the Platinum Hits Knights of the Old Republic. And I was like, oh, a Star Wars game for $20. How could I go wrong? This seems cool. So took it home, put it in the old Xbox, fired it up, and I was like, wow. You know, like, men don't read instructions. So I'm looking at this game like, I gotta read the instructions. So I pulled out the instructions. It was like this big, nice, thick book that came with it, and it described everything that's in the game, which is strange by today's standards to see something like that. But you almost freaking needed it. And it was really cool. They went through all the powers and everything. I'm like, wow, this is a real in-depth game. I'm gonna have to figure this one out. So I really didn't give it too much of a shot the first time I played it. I'm like, whatever, okay. But, you know, one day I decided to give it a real go, and I got hooked. I was totally immersed in this game, and the plot was incredible. I mean, it was neat to see a Star Wars universe like thousands of years before the movies, and that was really cool. And the Jedi Order and everything, it was really, really neat. The story was incredible. The gameplay was a lot of fun. I mean, you got to sit back and actually decide what you want to do rather than like, you know, with like Jedi Academy and everything, you had to be on point. It was all action driven. But this game, as an RPG, you know, kind of turn-based, it was really fun. You can control all your characters, tell them exactly what you want them to do, and they do it. And you advance your character and, you know, build them up, and the plot twist in that game was fantastic. I mean, I was guessing the whole time. I never in a million years imagined that that was going to happen in that game. So yeah, I had a great time with that game. And then I found out there was a second one. So I rushed out and I got the second one. Well, the second one wasn't done by BioWare. It was done by a company called Obsidian. And the reviews were, oh, it wasn't as good as BioWare's. I mean, they didn't do it the way BioWare did it. It was too, you know, I'm not exactly sure what people's gripes were, but I enjoyed it just as much as I enjoyed the first one. I mean, yeah, there was things that made it more convenient. Maybe that's where people thought it went wrong, but, you know, I enjoyed that one just as much as I enjoyed the first one. And when I finished that one, you know, you can go back and replay it a bunch of times and play it different ways. Like, you can be, like, total light side Jedi, or you can be total dark side Sith, or, you know, in the middle kind of anti-hero kind of guy. I mean, just the replay value on those games, incredible. So, $20 got me, like, hundreds of hours of gameplay. And there's tons of cutscenes, and they're done really well. The voice acting's done really well. The graphics, well, original Xbox era graphics, they were good. They were really good. I was just a little annoyed it didn't come out on PS2. If it did, I never even saw it. But I'm pretty sure it didn't. But that would have been cool if it would have been on PlayStation 2, because I like PlayStation 2 also. And my PlayStation 2 didn't die like my Xbox did. Yeah, I still got my PlayStation 2. I love my PlayStation 2. I'm never getting rid of that thing. Never. Well, anyway, after the Sith Lords, Knights of the Old Republic 2, I was craving more. And like I always do, if I'm craving more, I go online to find out if there's going to be more. And I went online, and there was talk about a new Knights of the Old Republic game. Knights of the Old Republic 3. I was like, yeah. I was like, well, when's it coming out? And they're like, well, they're working on it. They're working on it. There's a project they're doing. And I'm like, yeah, alright. Then it comes out, it's going to be an MMO. Oh, what? An MMO? No! Why do they do that? That's not... MMO? I don't like MMOs. I hate playing games with other people. It drives me nuts. Because you never know when you're going to get assholes. You know, and then you go into the game and like, oh, you're a noob. That's like, you're a noob too. This game just came out. Well, anyway, I was kind of excited about it. And then people said, oh, you gotta play Mass Effect. If you want Knights of the Old Republic 3, you play Mass Effect. No, it's not Knights of the Old Republic 3. It's similar, but it's not. There's no lightsabers. There's no Jedis. Mass Effect is not... Shut up! It played kind of the same way it was made by BioWare. It was fun, but it wasn't Knights of the Old Republic 3. So then there's news, Knights of the Old Republic is going to be called the Old Republic, and it's going to be an MMO. Great. So I was like, well, I'll give it a shot. You know, it's such a great franchise, I gotta give it a shot. So I got in on the beta. Before the game was released in stores, I got in on it, and I played it. I liked it. I mean, it played like Knights of the Old Republic. I got to be a Jedi. I went to the Jedi Academy. I went through the training. I passed my training. I got sent on a mission. You know, it was really cool. But then you got all the classes, and you gotta go all these different places, and upgrade this, get this gear, sell that. That was annoying. That was really annoying. And I got the game when it came out, you know, installed it, started playing it, and it just wasn't the same. I mean, when you get into the actual meat of the game, yeah, it's pretty close. But you gotta go through so much bullshit to get to the parts that you want. And you gotta pay a subscription fee. It's like, why can't they make it so you can just play it offline? Like, make a version you can play offline. That would have been fantastic. But no, they didn't. So, and I told my friends, I was like, hey, let's get together, let's play this. You know, it never happened. I tried to play with people, and they just burned me. You know, they're like level 99, and I'm level 2, and they're like schooling my ass, and that's why I hate it. Because I suck at it. It's just not my thing. I don't get excited about it. I can't. And I played it for a while, and I was like, yeah, I'm done paying this fee to play this game. And I just left it alone for a while. And then they release Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2 on Steam. And I was like super stoked about that. So I download those, I play those, and I'm actually going through them again right now. And I'm just having a blast with them. And I so wish they would make a third part to this game. And I don't know if they're going to be able to because of this stupid MMO. It's like, not everybody likes to play MMOs. You know, some people like to sit with their console and play by themselves. And that's what RPGs were for. I mean, how many... You don't invite your friends over because you're going to play Final Fantasy. No, it's because you like to sit by yourself and be immersed in a story. If you want to have friends over, play with friends, why don't you play Tekken? Or, you know, WWE. I mean, that's what I do. If friends come over, we'll play a WWE game. And you know, wrestling match, do a Royal Rumble, you know, stuff like that. No, not for my immersion in role-playing games. It's meant for you to sit there and do it alone. Or have somebody, it's going to be quiet and watch. Yeah, having somebody in the room with you while you're playing an RPG, if they're quiet and they're just watching, fine. But if they start talking, it's like, shut up! Shut up, I'm playing a damn game! It's like me, I'm a lone wolf gamer. I don't like to play with other people unless it's like sports games. I mean, that's what sports games are for. Play with your friends. Not your RPG games. That's just my opinion, you know. I don't know. Well, I can't install the Old Republic on my current system because I need to upgrade it, and I don't have the cash to upgrade my freaking computer every time a new game comes out. You know, I build a computer with, you know, awesome stuff in it, and it costs like $2,000. And then they come out with a game that needs a whole new graphics card. The graphics card costs more than a PlayStation 4! They said, well, there's plenty of other role-playing games you can play. I was like, not Star Wars. I want to play Star Wars. And the lack of Star Wars games on the new generation is unbelievable. I mean, yeah, you got the Lego Star Wars. Yeah, but those are for kids. And then you got this Force Unleashed. That's fun for what, 10 minutes? Seriously. You know, and Disney acquired a license for Star Wars. You think they'd be cranking these games out like there's no tomorrow? Because, you know, I'll buy them. You know, I loved the Jedi Academy. I loved Jedi Knight. You know, 1 and 2. And Dark Forces was okay even too. Even though that was just a shooter. I like lightsaber action. But it just sucks. So yeah, I want Knights of the Old Republic 3. I doubt I'll ever get it, but I want it. Damn it. Anyway, I'm going to end this right now because I could go on for hours about this and it just be about, you know, blah, 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 blah. So I'm going to stop right now. So thanks for watching, everybody. Keep it real. Never say die. And the Sapman is gone.